Now that I've entered all my citations into NoodleTools, I can start using note cards to help organize my information. To do this, I need to go back to the dashboard for my Persuasive Unit project. I'll click on the link that says Dashboard at the top of the screen and scroll down to the Components section. Here I can click the link that says Note Cards and Outline. Once it loads, I'll click New Note Card and enter the information about this source here. My title is going to be Bullying, because on this note card I'm going to put all the information that I found about school uniforms preventing bullying. And this information was from the magazine article, Should Schools Require Uniforms? So I'll select that as my source. Here I can put any direct quotations that I would like to include on this topic. So if I go back and take a look at my article, I've read through all of this and I've decided that I would like to include this quote right here. Because it's a direct quote, I can copy it and paste it into NoodleTools, and I know that that's not my words, but rather those are the words of the author of this article. In this section, I can paraphrase that. So I might decide to say, school uniforms prevent kids from being bullied. And because this is in the paraphrase or summary section, I know that those are my words and not a direct quotation from the author. I can also add any other additional ideas I have on this topic in this bottom section. And once this is complete, I'll click Save, and here's my note card on bullying. Maybe I want to include a note card about another source as well. I'll click a new note card. I might title this note card Pros of School Uniforms. And maybe this one will be from the newspaper article, Ironing Out Policies on School Uniforms. Again, I can go back to my article, find a direct quotation, copy it, and paste it in my direct quotation window. And then I can paraphrase that over here and add my ideas at the bottom of the page. When I save this note card, it shows up in my new note cards panel. Once I've created multiple note cards that reinforce similar ideas, I can add them to a pile. I'll do this by moving the note cards onto my screen into a pile. Then it'll prompt me to create a pile title. I'll title this pile Pros. Now I know that those two note cards are both associated under the title of Pros, and they both represent pros of school uniforms. I could do the same thing with all of the cons for school uniforms. To see more information from these note cards or edit or delete them, all I have to do is hover my mouse over those cards until a menu pops up with the options View Details, Expand, or Delete. I can click View Details to see the source for this card and the quotation, paraphrase, and ideas that I included. I can click Expand to see the individual note cards, or I could close the pile and they'll go back to the stack that I created. If I hover my mouse over this pile again, I could also click Delete if I decided that I didn't need those cards, and it would delete that whole pile. Now that you know how to organize your information using note cards, you're ready to begin organizing your persuasive project. Make sure you cite all of your sources completely before you start building your note cards. Don't forget, you can always stop by the LC during flex or lunch if you have any questions.